Oh, you got everything right. Awesome job. All right, so let's look at it real quick. So our topic is going to typically be a topic sentence. And so this tells us what the author believes. And then we have our reasons. And so this explains why their topic sentence is correct for them. There's all these different parts, right, that help us to know, like, this is why this is my opinion. And then the ending is how we wrap it up to show, finalize again, this is the opinion and this is why. And then last, we examine, so we can check and make sure that we have all of these parts when we write our opinion pieces. Does that make sense? Mm-hmm. All right, good job. I'm so impressed that you remembered all of that. All right, today we are going to read a book called Big Hair, Don't Care. All right, and what do you see in this picture?
It's a girl with really big hair, and she's happy.
Yeah, she looks so happy, huh? Why do you think she's so happy?
Because it's sunny outside in the picture.
Yeah, it looks like she's playing outside with her big hair, and do you think she cares? No, it says big hair, don't care. All right. I've got big hair and I don't care. And even though the kids may stare, I lift my hands up in the air, then smile and say, I love my hair. I've got big hair, my friend does too, and at the movies and the zoo, it often blocks out all the view, so never sit behind us two. Sometimes I lose at hide and seek, but hair like this is so unique. Can you see her in the picture? Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's kind of easy to see, huh? Big hair. Braids, twists, and puffs are all so chic. My hair is different every week. I've got big hair, and just for fun, I put my dog's hair in a bun. And then we go out for a run and laugh and play out in the sun. My hair is big and full of flair. It's like a fancy hat I wear. So sit behind me if you dare. Oh, how I really love my hair. Marina, have you ever heard the word flair before? Mm-mm. No. All right, so flair, it's kind of like style, if you think about it. Do you know what style means? Yeah, so what does it mean to you when something has style?
It means it's in fashion.
Oh, yeah. Do you think her hair is in fashion?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's got lots of hair, flair, and it's in style. Good job. I've got big hair, and I'm so proud. It's soft and fluffy like a cloud. And even when it's really loud, you can still find me in a crowd. My hair looks like a cotton ball, and though I'm short, it makes me tall. You'll see me walking down the hall, book bag and books, big hair and all. I've got big hair and I don't care, and even though the kids may stare, I lift my hands up in the air, then smile and say, I love my hair. All right. So what do you think is the topic of this book?
Her big hair and that she likes it.
Yeah, that's right. And in this book, we're going to talk a little bit about the opinion of this book later, and we're going to practice writing about it. But one of the first things that we want to do is talk about our opinions too. And sometimes when we're writing things, it can be kind of hard to go through the process. And so we're going to work on something called self-statements, which is kind of a big word, but it's just about what we're thinking while we're trying to do something that we like or something that's hard, anything that we really do. And so when I'm writing an opinion piece, I like to think that I can take my time, because an opinion is going to come to me. Sometimes it takes a while to think about what you really believe, and that we can look at the book for ideas if we get lost. And so all those little things are going to help us to be better writers. So one of the things that is challenging for me is cooking. And I've had to practice it a lot because I got married last year, so I have to cook for 2 people now all the time. And so some of the things that I do before I start cooking is I like to think about what I have to do. What is my goal? And so typically it's making something really yummy. Do you have a favorite thing you like to cook? or like to
mac
eat?
and cheese.
Oh, mac and cheese. Mac and cheese is a really good one. So for mac and cheese, we'd have to think, oh, I have to get all of my ingredients together. I have to have pots and pans. I have to know how to boil the water for the macaroni. We have all those different parts that we're going to put it together. And when we think about all the parts, it helps us to know exactly what we need to do. And then sometimes when you're cooking, it's hard because you forget different pieces. And so you have to think like, okay, I need to concentrate, I need to focus, I have to remember the recipe. And it's kind of like with Tree. We have kind of like a recipe for writing, right? So we have a recipe when we write too. Yeah. And so think about all the different parts. I'm going to boil the water and then I'm going to put the milk in. And also sometimes when I'm thinking about cooking, I start to think, what if it doesn't taste good? What if other people don't like it? But then I just remember, don't worry, I can do this. I like food. I know what it tastes like. I'll taste test it before. And it's okay if you feel nervous when you're doing something that's hard, right? Because we're practicing. That's right. And so while I'm cooking, I might think of all those things. And at the very end, I'll think, okay, I went over the whole recipe, so I know it's got to be done, right? If I missed anything, I have to add it at the end. And then I can always taste it too to make sure it's right. And then when I'm done, usually my husband says, wow, this tastes really great. But I can also say to myself, I did a good job. This tastes really great. Yeah. And so when something's hard for us, that's what we can think of. Is there anything that is hard for you?
Playing soccer.
Playing soccer? Oh, that's a really good one. Do you like playing soccer though? That's right. What do you tell yourself while you're playing soccer?
That I just have to try my best.
Ooh, try your best. That's great. What else when you're playing soccer? What's hard about it?
I'm just not as good as the other players.
Yeah, but are you good in your own ways? Yeah, I think that's something you could tell yourself too. Like you said, you're doing your best and you have your own skills. Very good. All right. Well, tomorrow we are going to practice writing an opinion on the book that we read today. And we'll use some of those self-statements to make sure that we're going through everything and we're doing it correctly.
Okay.